What's going on YouTube? It's Brendan from Market Makers. A little bit of a zoomed in view right now because I have so many questions and comments about the jars behind me and the assortment of cock clocks and things behind me. So I'm at a ranch in the west coast of Florida, guys. I also have a house in the city, but I wanted to talk about the markets because we're in a precarious time. As you guys know, I made a super bubble video. The markets are highly overvalued, but honestly, we're handling this a lot differently than a lot of other YouTubers. So many people in this game are on one side or the other. They're bullish or they're bearish. How can you be so bearish? How can you be so bullish? But we actually trade. We post trades. I posted an Atom trade yesterday, and Atom returned great benefits. Today, I'll show you guys that trade. We shorted Bitcoin just today. So we're playing the market both ways because at the end of the day, it's all about making money. And in this type of market, you need to be in a room that understands how to trade, that understands the macroeconomic space as well as the technical analysis space. And that's something that I've been doing for over 20 years. I spent 13 years at an investment bank. But if you guys would like to come check out our room, there is no risk, no obligation. Go ahead into the video description, download the Discord link. Download Discord, they email you, verify your account, come check us out. And again, you're there for a few days. If you don't like it, you get a full refund. So it is no risk and no obligation. Guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts and see what's happening with Bitcoin. All right, guys, so I just opened up our Discord. Get a lot of questions in the chat. Just want to answer them really quickly. What's our Discord like? I've never had Discord. How do you use it? We teach you all of that when you come on board if you've never used it before. As you can see, we have just about 6,000 people here now. And I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of trade setups. But the basic setups of our Discord, guys, we have community, we have chats, we have TA chats, our trade signals, our TA. We have an Elliott Wave professional trader as well. All of our traders and admins are professional traders. This is a Bitcoin short that we took today. One of our admins, Marbob6, you can see here he posted this beautiful Gartley, and he's walked everybody through it, including the trade setup when you open this up, but I'm not going to do all that. It'll take too long for you guys to see all this. But look at the price declination as he gives his updates, meeting all of the targets. This was today, and we met all the targets here at the end. And yes, we don't just short, guys. We also long. Here's some of my trade setups I did so far from the last couple of days. I had Luna at 48.97. You guys may already know what Luna did, but this is worth showing to you because this was a really nice move. I also posted an Atom trade as well. I'll just show you the one so we can jump on the charts for Bitcoin and the TA. But I'll put some altcoin videos out as well. So basically 48 to basically 65. So a very, very nice move here by Luna. And these are types of trades we trade with X5 patterns, Fibonacci patterns, as you guys know, and the Wyckoff price method. Let's go ahead and jump into Bitcoin. And let's check out what's going on with Bitcoin. Daily time frame, guys. So let's go to the daily time frame. Here's our volume profile line. You can see this very clearly. Volume profile line is a very strong line of resistance. That is something Bitcoin will have to tackle. Again, here's our January low. We were forming a trading range, and this was so much demand, we accelerated very quickly, but we basically made a Wyckoff distribution box up here, marked out. And of course, we lost our support structure, and we fell back down and descended. Couple things to note here, and we're going to look at some more TA on the 4-hour time frame as well. Couple things to note. You can see how we wicked perfectly. Look how we wicked perfectly of the 0.5 right here. You see that? We hit the 0.5 on the dollar. Now this fib is down, obviously, because it's a wave projection, but you can see we're stuck here between the 382 and the 0.5. So there's a 382, there's your 0.5. That's where we are stuck at the moment, okay? And so that's something that Bitcoin's gonna have to tackle. Now, the good thing is it's holding this median trading range here. The good thing is it hasn't come down to retest that low. You can see our diagonal descension trend as well. That is the median line and is trying to hug. So Bitcoin's trying to accumulate here on the daily time frame. It's a very important thing to note. And one thing I wanna show you is something we talked about in the previous video as well. Let's go ahead and look at Ichi because Bitcoin's doing what I thought it would do when we talked about this previously. Let me go ahead and put my brush back on. Remember, I told you I think what's going to happen is we're going to test the cloud and come down and hook around, right? And the idea is we need to try to punch through the weak spot, okay? Because this cloud is going to get more thick potentially if Bitcoin keeps losing steam. So what we want to do is come around here, maybe make some type of double bottom, and then come up and try to punch through there. And again, that could be anywhere in March here. Okay, that could be anywhere in March 11th on out, and if the cloud starts to get thicker, March 31st. March is such a pivotal month with the Fed meeting happening, March being a 45 angle on the Gann calendar, which typically has tops, bottoms, and pivots in the marketplace. Many crashes have began in March, and many market tops and bottoms have been hit in March. So just something that we need to pay attention to. And let's go ahead and look at a couple other indicators while we're on the daily time frame. Daily is a great time frame. It's a very powerful time frame, but of course everything's delayed on the daily, right? Where we have to get to on our ALMA. So to get up here for a bullish trend, you're basically looking at just about 41K. So if we can get back up to 41K, we can get more bullish on the ALMA. But again, we do have that death cross already. That death cross is there. As you guys can see, it's up a little bit higher. We go ahead and pull that down and expand this. Oops. There we go. Pull this down and expand it. Our death cross already occurred up here in this area. Right there. And so we have the 55. Everything's on top of us. The 34, the 21, everything's on top of us, okay? And the 5's the only thing I think touching us right now at the moment. 5's a green line. That's what's touching us. So the moving averages haven't descended. Now, remember, the market is like a rubber band. So if you accumulate long enough, you're going to come up and test these resistances. You just are. And on the daily time frame, it's very powerful because when you test key resistance areas, such as tops, such as your 233, that's something you either need to flip and go up, or it becomes an excellent shorting opportunity as well if you test it and get rejected. Okay, let's go ahead and flip to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what's going on here. So 4-hour time frame, let's look at a couple different things here. Again, I have a wave projection down, as you can see. Chart reloaded, and here we go. You can see, look at this, how perfectly you're hitting the 382 fib for support. You're hitting it perfectly. The problem that you have on the 4-hour time frame is you're hitting the same top. So even though this isn't necessarily a double top because you don't have any leg here, you are rolling over, supply is getting dumped, and then you get demand and you get supply. Okay, so that's all you're doing right now on the 4-hour time frame. Nothing major. Lots of different things going on in the marketplace right now. So lots of things to pay attention to. The conflict in Eastern Europe, the commodities skyrocketing, oil once again hit its 8-year high, lots of different things going on. So it's a very fun time to trade. And like I said previously, it is a very precarious time to trade. So let's go ahead and look at a couple different things here. And then we'll check out our indicators as well. Now let's see where our VAMA is, our volatility, and we'll check the Caterpillar. Volatility is all above us. You see that? It's all above us right there in that range. We go ahead and turn that off. And let's look at Ichi here on the 4-hour. Ichi on the 4-hour is not going to be pretty. We got rejected, obviously, here by the moving averages. Part of the reason we got rejected by the first part of the moving average and then the second part of the moving average. And the cloud here is getting thicker, okay? It's thickening up. Oops. It's thickening up, and that's something that we don't want to have happen here. We want this cloud to get thinner. So we need to start making some progress here. Remember, the 4-hour would be more current time frame, obviously, than the daily. Let me go ahead and turn this off, and let's check out our other indicators as well. Go ahead and pop this closed. And here we are. Let's look at our ATR. See when we could have a move coming in. It's elevated. You see this? So your ATR is elevated. In general, you want it to come down to your baseline, and it's too high up. We need it to come down here or possibly down here. The deeper, the better. If it is a bullish move, you don't want to have a bearish move with your ATR. And then the volume, we do need that declination left to right, which we are currently getting right now, this tightening up of the volume. But because you get this in accumulation, we want to see this, but that's too short of a trend. These are only 4-hour candles. So you want to see this going on here. And look at that big relative volume spike for your buying. That's what that shadow is, okay? So these are things that I pay attention to. I track volume and volatility heavily. You can see our phase angle is completely just about, why won't you open up? Just about horizontal. So the phase angle, well, I thought it was. It's slightly pointing up, but basically there's just not a lot of momentum right now. Your accumulation down here is pretty flat. Your ALMA RSI is pretty flat, slight bias to the sell side. This is where Bitcoin sits. And again, it's Wednesday. Lots of things going on in the marketplace. It is a smorgasbord of moving parts. So I'll have a market update video coming out as well. And then, of course, I'll get some altcoin videos out for you guys Thursday, I hope. It'll be some of the big alts that you guys keep requesting in the comments. Feel free to ask questions. Leave comments. I will answer everything in the YouTube, guys. And hope to see you guys in the room. BitGet, Twitter, Discord, everything in the video description. Don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody.